So I wanted to do a video on a devotional I have that was gifted to me by my sister-in-law. It is called a prayer journal, and it has different parts of the journal you can write in: a reflection, uh, kind of a question. Um, I don't know how to explain it, but I'll show it to you. I'll put it toward the end of the video so that you can read it and take your time reading it. But this also has Bible verses. I really like this Bible verse because it's in the Old Testament and it's written in many different places in the Old Testament. And it's a God who's saying, all nations will know who I am. And it confirms every knee will bow and every tongue will confess he is Lord. And he has a perfect harmony and a way of dealing with the world um, that is just. It's just perfect precision. It's kind of frightening because you're dealing with a God that is using reality to weave together a truth. But anyhow, we should all know and see his face, meaning his character, not like the different dimensions of his face or anything like this, or blue eyes or whatever. No, it's about character. Who is God? We should all know who he is. Here's the reflection thing. I'll put it toward the end again so you can read it, and I'll probably answer it on Monday. I kind of want to get into a routine where I am kind of more guided in a more instructional way, because I tend to go this way and that with politics, and I really try to walk a very fine line with that, because there's just like there's something very sad about the fact that people are identifying so much with their own, whether it's race or skin color, that they can't see the perfectness and beauty in Christ, that it would solve all racial issues. You couldn't sell off anybody who looked like you because somebody promised you money. It's like, hey, lie to these group of people who look like you and I'll give you money. That sounds a lot like the first half of a certain type of enslavement of people, where people who looked like them were the first to sell them. Okay, and that's what's happening today. There are groups of people who are paid lots and lots of money to continue to spin against their own, and that's why you can't say this is my own. What I say is, if you're in Christ, you're my own. I'm in Christ and I'm your own, no matter what you look like. And as soon as you start speaking in those terms, you start looking at people very differently. You don't see their skin color anymore. You see their greed. You see how mean and cruel and cold they are to try to sell off people to the race hustle. Whether it's a white group or a black group or a Hispanic group, it doesn't matter. It exists everywhere. That's what I was thinking about recently. I said these politics have woven its way in all the places that are weak in us as humans. It pulls all these little strings that all of us end up just caving to, because we just are so human. And I also want to share something that I found that I know this is a skip because I can't go into it. Whole Foods. So I went to Whole Foods and I found like a $5-6 pack of chicken that's already well seasoned. I think it was Parmesan garlic, not as garlicky as I thought, which I liked. Um, and it could feed at least two people. And you put it in the oven with a little bit of salt. You can make mashed potatoes on the side, some rice, some leftover rice, whatever. So I'm sharing that with the price and how much and what it looked like after I'm done cooking. And then I'll also leave the final reflection there so you can read it. So on Monday I'll answer it. Maybe you can answer it too for yourself, but I'll share what I answered. I didn't answer it quite yet. My page is blank. But anyhow, that's the video. I know it's not like inspirational, but a little angry, just a little bit, because it gets frustrating when I hear groups of people saying, I really want to fall in line. I really want to just be doing what I've always done, but I can't do what I've always done. I've been comfortable doing that before, and I can't do it anymore. And it makes me sad because I understand the reason why they're doing it, because people who look like you told you should do that, and people who don't look like you shame you for not thinking the way they think you should be adjusting to this reality or to your politics or whatever. And there's just such an enslavement in that. And it's just so maddening because it just makes me feel like when I say let my people go, I mean anybody who's in Christ, who's any nation, tribe, tongue, or ethnicity, no matter what you speak. If you are in Christ, you are our people, my people. I am your people. And as soon as you start thinking in that huge tribe of Judah type of mentality, you start seeing through the matrix. You start seeing the tricks for what they really are. Because there are a lot of pharaohs out here who are getting paid a lot of money to lie to you. A lot of money. Just because you happen to look like them, and they know you'll listen to them because you look like them. Anyway, this is Lynn of Christ is King forever, and may God be with you.